Yes, next in Adobe After Effects, we will discuss about motion tracking. So, we track the motion, right, to the objects, whatever the objects you want, you can track. So, let us try to understand actually what is motion tracking. In Adobe After Effects, motion tracking is the process of recording the movement of a specific object or point within a video and applying that movement data to another element such as text. It can be a text and graphics or effects. It acts as a bridge that allows digital elements to move realistically as if they were part of the original scene. The core types of motion tracking: single point tracking tracks a single high contrast point to capture position, x and y coordinates. 2-point tracking tracks 2 points to calculate rotation and scale in addition to position. Corner pin, the 4-point tracking tracks 4 points like the corners of a phone screen to apply data to a flat surface, allowing for perspective changes. Planar tracking uses the Mocha, it's an AI plugin bundled with the After Effects. Suppose if you purchase the original one, so that is available, that the plugins to track entire surfaces rather than just points, making it ideal for complex movements or partially obscured objects. 3D camera tracking, so it analyzes the entire scene to reconstruct the camera's original movement in a 3D space, allowing you to place 3D objects or text that stay locked to the ground or walls. Common use cases: adding text or graphics, pinning a name tag to a moving person or a logo to a passing vehicle. Generally where we use, those are the cases, right? Screen replacement, the swapping the content on a smartphone, TV or a computer monitor in a moving shot. Visual effects, attaching fire or glow effects to a moving van or a character's hand. Stabilization, using tracking data to cancel out camera shake, making handled footage look like it was shot on a tripod. Actually, how it works: the tracker panel, most tracking starts in the tracker panel. So, this is available from the tracker, the window tracker. Standard tracker consists of 3 parts. About After Effects, in the motion tracking, inner and outer rectangles, right? So, we have to understand what are those small and the bigger rectangles. The 2 rectangles used during 2025 motion tracking are part of a track point. Each serves a distinct technical role in how the software interprets and follows a visual movement. The first, the smaller one, inner portion, inner rectangle, features a region, that area. The inner rectangle defines the specific pattern or feature that After Effects is looking for. The purpose is, it tells the software exactly what visual data to memorize. So, example, a specific eye or a corner of a sign or a high contrast point. So, mostly we have to place. The optimal use is, you should size this box to tightly surround a unique high contrast detail. Avoid making it too large, as including unnecessary surrounding pixels can confuse the tracker if they change differently than the target. And the second, the size, the bigger rectangle, outer rectangle, what it can do, that is a research reason. The outer rectangle defines the boundaries where After Effects will search for that feature in the next frame. The purpose is, it limits the processing area. If an object moves 20 pixels between frames, the search region must be large enough to contain that 20 pixel displacement. The performance impact, a larger set region is better for fast moving objects. So, suppose your object is moving very faster, the search region better you can increase the size, the moving objects, fast moving objects, the larger the performance areas, right. So, larger search regions better for the fast moving objects, but increases processing time. If the search region is too small and the object moves out of it between frames, the track will break or drift. The feature region that inside that inner box, the specific visual element afterwards looks for example an eye or a button. Search region outer box, the area where After Effects searches for the feature in the next frame. So, these are the small box and the bigger size box. The small box specifies visual element After Effects looks for. They detail the spots. The search outer box, it is useful searches for the feature in the next frame. The attach point, that crosshair, the exact point where the tracking data will be applied. The tracking data is usually applied to a null object, okay, which serves as an invisible handle that other layers can be parented to for easily adjustments. Let us try practically what is motion tracking, right. So, first create the composition, new comp. So, I am taking width 1920 pixels by height of 1080 pixels, right. If you want, you can change this and we can give the name also here. So, right now I am not giving anything. Okay, get your reference, double click on that. Suppose these two are my reference. So, drag and drop here. So, this is my video and increase the size of scaleness, that is it. Now, what you have to do, get the motion tracking. From where we will get? So, from Windows there is a tracker is already opened here in the side of properties, otherwise go to window and find there, but here it is there already. What it is showing? The tracker area. So, track camera, wrapping stabilizer, wrap stabilizer, track motion and stabilize motion, okay. And here inside we have some options also there, the motion source and all. Suppose right now these are in not inactive, right. So, select this one, track motion. So, here it is showing that tracking point added already, okay. This is your actual the video here. After adding the motion tracking, the video is showing here. So, here this is the point actually, right. So, the contrast area, high contrast area you have to find from this. Suppose here this one, this eye, or otherwise this wing area, okay. And suppose here I want to add one balloon, okay. Suppose it is flying, right. Suppose let us play this one. So, it is flying. As per this movement, or balloon also should move, right. So, should track that one, okay. See here, this area it is showing that the inside of the portion and outside portion, right. So, get this one here and keep this area here. Suppose this is the high contrast area, do not place any in the same color area. So, find the high contrast area. Suppose this is my high contrast area, that is it, okay. Exact this point should match here, right. So, then what I will do? So, here we have to observe this one, analyze backward, analyze forward, right. So, forward means the front, The backward means the back, right? And here the other options also there. Analyze one from backward and analyze one from forward. So here I am using analyze forward. So it is what analyzing that entire action up to here. See, this is the part, right? It is analyzing. Okay. After that, what you have to do? You have to create one null object. So null object means what? Actually nothing, that empty layer, right? So how to do that one? So right click here, go to new, there is a null object, place this null object. So your null object is added here. Okay, then what you have to do? Edit the target. So target we have to edit. So this is the null object. Okay, so target this one, it is targeted, and choose the options here. Okay, if you want you can choose the options. Okay, so right now don't want. Next what I'll do, there is a apply button or otherwise a reset. Reset means it can be a normal, right? So apply this one, and where to apply? Apply dimensions are there, x and y, or otherwise x only or y only, right? So we want x and y, so height and width also, right? So take this one, save. Okay, now it is what? Applied to x and y. It's the same like this. Okay, then what you have to do? Get your balloon. This is my image. So drag and drop here or on the null object. Okay, and you can reduce the scaleness. And place this point. Suppose there is a thread, so keep this here. This is my point here. Keep this here. Okay. Then what I have to do? Suppose there at the balloon area, here it is showing the parent and link. It's already there, right? At present it is in none. Okay, click here and connect to the null object. Already we have created this one. Okay, connect this one. It is connected now. Now if you play this one, I am using space bar. Now see, this is okay. So with the bird movement, your balloon also very nicely moving. Okay, keep this your work area up to here only. Play this one. Wonderful, right? See, null objects are very useful. Sometimes we have to connect our objects with any other moving objects like cars, birds, or any human body parts. Or sometimes you can use like a magic wand. Someone is magician waving the magic wand. Okay, with the magic wand, the hand movement, the magic wand also create the illusion, right? The flash and kind of effects that will create. So in coming classes, in depth covering I'll give. See, because it is the basics, very basics I'm covering, right? So this is beautiful. This is all about motion tracking.